Dear students, in this activity we are going to configure the basic switch and end device configuration. Look at the topology. We have student 1 PC connected with class A switch. Class A switch is connected with class B switch. Class B switch is connected with student 2 PC. The addressing table is given here. The addressing table represents all the devices in the topology. The two switches, class A and class B switch, and its IP addresses and subnet mask. Like that, student 1 and student 2 PCs, and then its IP address and subnet mask. The objectives are, we are going to configure the host name and IP address on two switches, and then we are going to configure the passwords, and then we are going to configure the save the configuration. Then we are going to configure the two PCs with the IP address. Finally, we are going to verify the connectivity between the PCs. So first we will start with the here is the requirements are given here. Use a console connection to access each switch. What is this? What is this first line? Use a console connection to access the switch. So now you cannot access the switch directly. If you click the switch, it will say configuration is locked. Okay. If you click switch B, it says configuration is locked. Then how to access, how to configure? In this case, you have to go to this connection. This is called a connection. Click the connection. If you click the connection, you can see the different types of connections. Now, the second one is called as the console connection. You have to select the console connection. Clear? Now you have to click the student 1 PC. You have to select the first option, RS232. Then you have to click the switch. Then you have to click the first option, console. We have created a console connection between the student 1 PC and the class A switch. In the same way, we are going to create a console connection between student 2 PC and the class B switch. Go to the connection, select the second type of connection. This is what called as the console connection. Select console, click the student 2 PC, select the RS232 interface, and then click class B switch, and then select the console interface. Now we have established a console connection between switch 1 and class A switch, and student 1 PC and class A switch, and then student 2 PC and class B switch. Let us start the configuration. If you want to configure the switch is locked, protected. Okay, you cannot directly access the switch. To access the switch, you have to click the PC student 1, then select the third option, physical config desktop. Select the desktop. In the desktop, select the third option, IP configuration, dial-up, terminal. Select the terminal. In this, just click OK. That's it. If you click OK, what you can do, you can access the CLI window of the switch. This is the CLI window of the switch. If you click enter, you can access the switch. Right, we are able to access the switch. Okay, the first instruction says that use a console connection to the access the switch. So we have done this one. Okay, this is the one. Next, we are going to configure the device name. The device name is class A switch. The device B is class A switch. Now, class A switch. Now click this PC. First, we have to configure the device name is class A. If you see in this name, C is capital letter and A is capital letter. These two letters are in uppercase. The remaining letters are in lowercase. The names are case sensitive, so you have to type the names as it is, like password. Let us continue. Now we are in which mode? We are in the user exe mode. First, we have to access the global config mode. First, you have to type the command enable or en. First, go to the privilege exe mode. Then type the command config t. Okay, now we are in global config mode. What is the command to change the device name? The command is host name. What is the name given here? The host name given here is, what is the name? The name is capital, like you have to refer this. C capital LASS hyphen A capital. So class A. Okay, I have configured exactly C capital LASS capital A. So both are correct. Okay, I have configured correctly. So the first part I have completed. Then I will use R4XE3. Okay, R4XE3. Okay, you have to, this is for all the lines, console line as well as VTY line. We are going to configure the password for VTY line also. If it is all line, you have to configure this password as a console password as well as the line VTY password. Okay, look at here how I am going to configure. Okay, first I am going to configure the password for line console. Line console 0 password. While typing password, you should be very careful. You have to type the password as it is. See, R4XE3, R capital 4, again X capital, E is lowercase letter and then 3. R4XE3, R and X are uppercase letters. Now you have to activate this password by using the login command. Done. Tap exit. Here they clearly mentioned use the password R4XE for all lines. All line means you have to use the same password for line VTY. How to configure the line VTY? The command is line VTY. VTY means virtual terminal lines. This password is used for the telnet access. Okay, line VTY 0 to 15. And then you have to use the command password. Then type the same password R capital 4, X capital, E, and then 3, R4XE3. Then again activate the password by using the login command. Then come out, exit. Exit. Now you have to use C4JA as a secret password. That is enable secret password, encrypted password. Okay, it is given clearly. Enable secret. What is the password? C4AJA. See, C capital 4, A small letter, and then capital J, and then A small letter. C4AJA. You have to check C capital 4, and then A small letter, capital J, and then A. So done. Okay. And then the next thing is encrypt all clear text password. How do you encrypt all clear text password? For that, you have to use the command service password hyphen encryption. We are going to encrypt all the password. For that, you have to execute the command service password encryption. Done. Okay, service password encryption done. Encrypt all the clear text password. Configure the appropriate message of the day, banner message. So they said that appropriate message. So you can configure any message. Okay, banner MOTD. Use the delimiting symbol. I'm going to configure the banner messages authorized access only. So this is the message I'm going to configure. I'm going to end the message with hash. Okay, banner message. I have configured the banner message. Done. Then configure the addressing for all devices according to the addressing table. Save your configuration, verify. Okay, let us see. Now we are in class A switch. For class A switch, the VLAN 1 address is 128.107.20.10 and subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. We are going to configure this. So type the command interface VLAN1. Type the command IP address. I'm going to type this IP address. Okay. What is the IP address? 128. Okay, let us type it here. 128.107. 128.107.20.10 subnet mask. Done. Type the command no shut to activate this interface. Okay. So everything is over in this. Now type the command end. Go to the privilege exe mode and then save the configuration. Type the command copy run start. Copy run start. Okay, when it prompts, press the enter key, save the configuration. Okay, we have done. So see the completion percentage, it is 32. After that, we are going to configure the class B switch. Okay, I will close this window. Okay, now if I click class B, you cannot open it, you cannot access the switch directly. You are going to access the switch by using the console line. Go to student 2 PC. Now click the desktop, select the third option, IP configuration, dial up, terminal. Select the third option, terminal. Okay, click this. Now click this OK. Now you can access the CLI of the switch. Just click enter. You can access the switch. What are the things we are going to configure? We are going to configure this device name as class B switch. How do you do that one? First type the command enable. Type the command config t. Type the command config t. Then type the command host name. What is the host name? Look at here. Class B, capital C and then capital B. Class B. You have to type class -B. Okay, host name we configured. What next we have to configure? We have to configure R4XE3 as a password for all lines. R4XE3. Okay, just I will reduce the size to refer the password. Okay, so okay, I'm going to configure the password for line console 0 password. What is the password? Capital R 4, capital X, small e, and then 3. Next, login command to activate the password. Then type exit. Then type line VTY 0 to 15 virtual terminal lines. Type the password, same password. Okay, R capital 4, X capital, small e, and then 3. R4XE3. Okay, so then login to activate this password. Okay, then we are going to configure the secret password. What is the secret password? The secret password is C4AJA. Okay, what is the secret password? C4AJA is the secret password. How do you configure? First type exit, go to the global config mode, type the command enable secret, type the password C, capital C, 4, small a, capital J, small a. Okay. When you do a mistake in password, it's not possible to access the file again. So you should be very careful while configuring the password. Okay. So done. Secret password is configured. Then we have to encrypt all the clear text password. Execute the command service password hyphen encryption. Service password encryption. Execute the command. Next, configure the appropriate banner message. I'm going to use the command banner message of the day MOTD hash authorized access only. Close the message with the delimiting symbol hash. Configure the banner message. Configure the addressing for the device. The device name is class B. Refer to this class B. Okay. What is the IP address provided for class B? So we are going to type that IP address, configure the IP address for the interface VLAN 1 in class B switch. So interface VLAN 1, sorry, no, interface VLAN 1, type the command IP address. IP address is 128.107.20.15, following by the subnet mask. Subnet mask is 255.255.0, 255.255.255.0. Execute the command no shut. We have configured the IP address for this switch class B. Type the command end, save the configuration, execute the command copy run start. Okay, done. Okay, now you see the percentage. We have completed 64%. Okay, close the switch. We have to configure the IP address for the PCs. Student 1, the IP address is this, and student 2, the IP address is this. We have to configure the IP address for this PCs. Click student 1, click the IP configuration, configure the IP address for the student 1. Just configure the IP address, paste the IP address, control V, subnet mask. See the subnet mask. Here it is 255.255.0.0, but given is 255.255.255.0. So that's the mistake. So now you have to correct it. So you have to type 255.255.255.0. Now it is correct. 255.255.255.0. Here also 255.255.255.0. Now close it. Okay. See the completion percentage, it is 82. Now go to student 2. The student 2 IP address is this. Copy this. Okay. Go to student 2. Go to the IP configuration. Copy this IP address and then paste it here. And then if you click the subnet mask, the subnet mask appeared as 255.255.0.0. But the given subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. So correct the subnet mask. Now the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The provided subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Both are correct. Now close it. Close it. So now you see the completion percent is 100%. Okay. Now we are going to ping from student 1 PC to student 2 PC, student 1 PC to class A switch, student 1 PC to class B switch. Okay. How to do that one? Go to the student 1 PC. Go to the command prompt, fourth option, run, command prompt, run. Okay, remember this run. Click this. Now you have to type the IP address of the student 2 PC. The student 2 PC address is 128.107.20.30. Okay, type the command ping 128.107.20.30. Now let us see whether it is pinging or not. Yes, it's pinging. That means, what is the meaning? This ping shows that the student 1 PC is able to communicate with student 2 PC. Let us ping with class A switch and class B switch. Okay. So what is the IP address of class A switch? The IP address of class A switch is 128.107.20.10. Okay. 128. What is the IP address? 128.107.20.10. So we have to change this 2010. Let us see whether it is pinging or not. So request timeout and then reply is coming. So that means it is pinging. One more time if we ping, so you will get the reply. All the 4 replies you will get. So what it shows, you are getting reply from class A switch. Let us ping from switch 1 to class B switch. So how do you do that one? So first you should know the address of the class B switch. Address is 128.107.20.15. So now 2015, right? So type the address as address and then wait for the response. Our request timeout and then reply is coming. So if it comes like this, what you have to do? Again, you have to try one more time. If you try one more time, you will get the reply, 100% reply from that. Okay. Now you are getting all the replies. So now the student one PC is successfully able to communicate with all the devices, class A switch, class B switch, and student switch. Also, we have reached the 100% completion. If you want to, if you have done some mistake, if you want to verify, go to the check result. Okay, and then in the check result, go to the assessment item and then see where you have done the mistake. For example, banner MOTD, class A switch, banner MOTD. If it is correct, you have configured the banner message correctly, no mistake in that. Console line, password. If it is correct, you have done it correctly. If it is a red color cross mark, you have done a mistake in the password of the console line. In the class A switch, console line, you have done a password. If the enable secret in class A switch is a red color cross mark, that means you have done a mistake in the enable secret. So if you like that, you can easily find out if the green color tick mark is represented with the red color cross mark like X, that means that is not correct. That is the mistake you have done. Okay. So you have to see what is the mistake you have done. Okay. If it is a mistake, again you have to execute the command to rectify the mistake. Are you clear? So this you have to do. Okay, that's it.